I've been living in Germany since 2013. Soon after I completed my master's in automotive software engineering, I've worked in various different types of sectors and organizations around Germany. I worked mainly in data science, AI, machine learning, different facets of AI for more than 10 years. And I have seen how the transformation has been done in terms of technology landscape within the country. And it's also fascinating to see the changes and how it's been affecting the mindset of people around here. And I have interacted with many different sets of people who works mainly with AI and different sets of and different subsets of AI to understand how they perceive and how they actually see the big changes like AI, chat GPT, and different sets of automations that is coming into the country. It's quite fascinating to see the results and understand how they actually think, but it definitely feels slower than the other countries like US, India, or China in terms of adaptability of AI within the country. But there is a strong reason behind it. Germans as a culture, they will not jump onto the next big thing like other countries. Anything big or new changes that has to come into their life or into their country, it has to go through an extensive testing. A public debate is must, and regulatory affairs should be in place. Germans, as what they are known for, precision, process loving people, and as well as their rules and regulation. They just love to follow rules and regulation every night and day. The entire process of AI adaptability within the country feels slow, but it is definitely intentional. Hey all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Sunil. I speak mostly on AI literacy, intentional living, and as well as social media detox and a little bit of organic growth on YouTube. If you are in for this journey, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and be part of this journey. Let's dive in. Let's start with the public vibe. How do everyday people in Germany perceive and see AI and changes that it brings in? Well, according to the survey by Statista, around 60% of Germans fall under the category of neutrality or slightly optimistic about AI. They don't have a strong opinion on how it could change their life or how the process could be made simpler and easier with the AI, and they just simply try to digest and process the fact of the changes that has been ongoing in the country for a while now. But there's a catch. Many still have trust issues when it comes to data privacy, surveillance, and data protection. Interestingly, older generations tend to be more skeptical, while younger generations such as students, tech workers are quite more excited about the potential that AI could bring in. With this rate of acceptance, now where exactly Germany stands in terms of AI adaptability and in which sectors AI is actually growing faster? According to the OECD survey report, top sectors adopting AI are automotive, healthcare, and manufacturing. For example, BMW and Mercedes-Benz are investing heavily in predictive maintenance using AI. For some of you who doesn't know what predictive maintenance means or what predictive maintenance is, AI predictive maintenance refers to the use of machine learning algorithms and sensor data to predict when machinery or equipment is likely to fail. So maintenance can be performed just in time to prevent costly downtime. This would save a lot of money for the company instead of waiting for someone to actually go and do the testing and as well as then realize whether this needs to maintenance or not. AI could handle it with less human intervention. Of course, it depends on lots of data that needs to be fed into these systems, because all the historical data plays a major role, how it shapes the accuracy in terms of predicting this maintenance and as well as how the quality of the data that has been actually fed into these systems. Healthcare is also booming, especially with diagnosis and administrative automation. Another hot sector is logistics. Companies like DHL are using AI to optimize their supply chains, which has been a game changer post-COVID. When it comes to AI and the models and the algorithms behind it, infrastructure plays a major role. All these AI models and the algorithms and deep learning algorithms that whatever you see on the internet cannot be just run on CPUs just like our daily use machines, right? It needs a lot of computing power, and infrastructure plays a major role. Germany is stepping up, but it is too damn slow. According to the trade.gov, Germany has around 500 data centers, Frankfurt being the biggest, and also it is the European hub for data centers. But when you compare it to the US or what India is building right now under India AI mission, Germany has some serious catching up to do. India, for instance, is investing 1.25 billion in AI compute capacity with over 18,000 GPUs. Germany is focusing more on energy efficient and sustainable centers, which is great but definitely slower. When you compare to the world scale competition and how the adaptability rate is going on from all the other countries, Germany is definitely far behind slower, and we will see the reasons behind that in the next coming sections. There are some ground level serious challenges that needs to be addressed when it comes to the AI and also its adaptability. So what's really holding Germany back? Here's what I found. First and foremost thing is talent shortage. SMEs, short and medium enterprises, cannot find or afford AI experts. Regulatory complexity, EU AI Act, GDPR is actually quite holding many of the industries back, and there's a lot of process that needs to be fulfilled in order to make or adapt AI as a main form of technology that could be worked along with the humans. And this also makes the implementation harder amongst all the industries out there. Infrastructure. There is not sufficient amount of compute power that is available for all the startups that is coming up right now, and they cannot really rely on any of the data centers within the country because it is simply not really afford that particular amount of services from all of these data centers. High energy cost. AI is compute hungry and Germany's power isn't cheap. Infrastructure and high energy plays a major role in keeping Germany in the backseat in this entire AI race. Because of all of this, there is also heavy dependency on the non-European or non-German AI tools. Many German businesses still prefer US-based AI tools like OpenAI, Microsoft Azure, Google, etc. So here's the question a lot of us ask. Why does AI adoption feel so slow in Germany, especially compared to the countries like US or India? Engineering culture and the mindset. The German companies are cautious by nature. They want innovations to happen, but at what cost? Innovation should happen only in the safe and secure environment, and innovations are to be very reliable and safe from the start. They don't take risks. They don't really rely on any of the process like agile methodologies in terms of we try, we fail, and then we build something up. So they want everything to be safe from the start. Heavy regulations. EU AI Act, GDPR are actually heavy regulations that what is hindering the country in itself in terms of adaptability of AI. And they want to really have all the regulations in place in terms of implementation, adaptability, and as well as how the German workforce and how the German work culture sees the AI in terms of adoption. They also fear about AI might take over them, and also AI might actually replace one or the other employees. And these regulations also stops the industries to roll out AI without airtight compliance. SME dominated economy. SMEs are nothing but small or medium sized enterprises. Most German companies are small or medium sized companies where they cannot really afford AI teams or a self-developing AI teams where you need to have a talent, and the affordability rate is quite low. Talent shortage, as I said, AI professionals who could actually work on this particular niche and the and subject matter experts are quite a bit less here. AI professionals are in short supply, especially with both the tech and domain knowledge. Any of you who's watching this particular video and would like to start their career in AI in Germany, there is a huge amount of scope and there is a huge amount of doors open for you guys. Please keep checking the different websites out there. Expensive infrastructure, high energy prices and privacy concerns, slow cloud-based or high performance AI usage. Not many companies would want to actually host their data and also use Microsoft servers, or in terms of the servers or the data centers that has been processed in the US because of many different data regulations. They would want to opt for on-prem solutions, which is on-premises, and that is a bit expensive also, and many of the companies are quite behind in adapting the technologies and as well as the solutions in itself. Many stakeholders still associate themselves with thinking about AI taking over them and losing a job because of AI, and also because of the language barrier. It puts a lot of new talents outside of this country to enter into this particular space and make their way. Because of the German language requirements, it makes global talents harder to get into this country and start their career in AI. So overall, Germany is not actually behind, but it is just more deliberate, aiming for long-term ethical AI usage with safety nets around it. Amidst all of this, there are some really good things happening around Germany, right, in terms of AI. So IPAI Heilbronn is one of Germany's flagship innovation park. Also, universities like like TU München, Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, and many of the other universities out there are stepping up their research in terms of AI. Now let's talk culture. One big shift that I've seen since 2013: mindset. Germans are very process oriented and cautious, which can be good for a responsible and ethical usage of AI, but it definitely slows down the innovation and it definitely slows down the creativity that industries could bring in. Also, the language matters. If you want to work in AI here, German skills help a lot, especially outside Berlin. Berlin is a startup hub where you can find good amount of English speaking companies out there, but anywhere outside of Berlin is a bit tricky, and German skills actually help a lot. With all of this, how do you even get into AI profession in Germany? If you are a student or just curious about entering into AI field in Germany, here's what you need to know. Degree and studies actually plays a major role. Please pick up a course in your university which is data science, computer science, or AI focused masters. For example, TU München, RWTH Haken, TU Chemnitz, and also KIT. These are the universities where they actually give you specialized courses around AI, and it is tailored to all the interested students, where they can actually directly get into the AI profession soon after they complete their studies. Have a look at their websites and make your decision on that. During your studies or after the studies, try and apply for internships and student jobs within the university or outside the universities. Gather and work on as many hands-on projects as possible. Once you get hands-on and once you get into the industry, you don't really need to stick to the technical jobs anymore. There is a huge amount of variety of jobs that you could actually do with AI, and probably I can make another video for that. You don't really need to code every single day, but in order to actually break that ice, you need to have a deeper understanding in terms of what AI is and what data science is, what machine learning means, and how all of this plays a major role together. And you need to understand how these are all correlated and how custom software plays a major role in terms of building these softwares, because without software, AI is nothing, right? It's just a bunch of instructions that you actually give it to the system and the GPUs where they process it, but custom software is equally important. But all of this forms an AI product for you. In order to have an overall understanding on how the AI product is built, hands-on experience with the projects and hands-on experience with your laboratories are very important. Please make sure that you get internships and also student jobs within your university or within other organizations out there. You have a lot of opportunities right now in AI field, and build your private projects in and around AI and have it in GitHub or Kaggle, where you could present during your interview to all your interview panelists. This is how I used to do in my student days. I had built an Android application where it detects the road lane detection using OpenCV libraries, and I used to showcase this in all my interviews if I had gone for a student job interview or an internship or my master thesis, and that helped me a lot. You could either demo the real or the live application that you have developed by yourself, and that also gives a very good impression, and the chances of you to get into this particular field will be much higher. German language, having German skills will really help you. Try and get at least your B1 level certificate so that it helps you in attending the interviews and helps to convince the interview panelists that you are also kind of keen to learn on the language, and as well as you are ready to be integrated within this German working culture. Some companies don't even actually demand this language criteria anymore, but it's good to learn a language. It will also surely help you in a longer run. There are a lot of AI startups in Berlin, Leipzig, and also Heidelberg. You could always look for these sort of companies to just break the ice and get into the profession. There is always a huge amount of opportunities, and as I said, there is a huge talent gap within the country, and where the students like you, if you are watching, could fill in. So for an instance, I come from India, right? So if I have to compare India and Germany in terms of adaptability of AI, this is how it would look like. Compared to India, Germany is more regulated and less agile. India is going all in and going really bold in terms of AI adoption and development of AI, also in terms of infrastructure and also catering it to the world. And they are also working on infrastructure and partnerships by associating with UK, US, and many more. But Germany is still far behind compared to these countries. Why? Because it is taking a cautious and ethical approach. And all of the other stated above reasons are the main reasons why Germany is still slow in terms of adaptability of AI. So overall, the final thoughts, so is Germany really behind compared to all the other countries out there? Up to an extent, yes, but it is totally different. It's just not spade to spade, right? It has many different reasons, as I stated stated above. It starts from culture, mind shift, transformation, agility, and also infrastructure, lots of reasons. Germany is actually betting on a long-term, sustainable, and ethical solution for adaptability of AI and its usage. If you want to be part of this journey, especially as someone who is living here or studying here, it's a great time to act now. One or the other way, you definitely need to learn and live with AI, and this is the right time to start with. Check out my other videos on AI and also how it has actually been shaping up the entire mindset of people in my channel. And thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please feel free to like and subscribe, and also let's keep in touch. Having all said that, see you all soon in another video. Please don't forget to check out my other content on my channel, and if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Take care and stay safe.